In the time of Arabs, there was a famous idol worshipped in the hills of Safa and Marwa. These idols were not man-made, but were once real living human beings. They committed such a grave sin in the Holy Kaaba that inflicted upon them a terrifying punishment, turning them into a lesson for the future generation. Since the construction of Kaaba, anyone who disrespected or attempted to desecrate it faced dire consequences from Allah. This include even more powerful figures like Abraha with his army of elephants. Numerous historical records tell of those who disrespected the Holy Kaaba and were destroyed by the punishment of Allah. One such example is the story of Isaf and Nailah. Isaf bin Yala and Nailah bint Zaid were the members of Banu Jarham tribe. Nailah was the beautiful girl from Yemen, known for flaunting her beauty in the revealing clothes. The young men from her tribe, including the chief's son, Isaf, were enamored by her. Isaf and Nailah fell in love, but their relationship soon turned immoral. They engaged in the illicit acts whenever they got a chance. When their families discovered this, they prohibited them from meeting. One year, the Banu Jarham tribe set out for Hajj, and Isaf and Nailah joined the caravan. Upon reaching Makkah, they found the moment when there was very few people in the Holy Kaaba, and no one was around. So they succumbed to Shaitan's whisper. They entered the sacred Kaaba and committed fornication. This act of desecration caused the earth and sky to tremble, the sea waves to roar, and Allah's wrath descended upon them. Their souls were taken and their bodies turned to stone. When the people of Banu Jarham tribe discovered their petrified bodies, they understood the gravity of their sin. They took the stone figures out and placed them as a lesson for others. Later, the people of Makkah placed Isaf's idol to Safa and Nailah's to Marwa. These two hills sacred since the time of Hazrat Hajra's search for water for her son Hazrat Ismail. Initially, people would strike these idols with their shoes as a punishment. Over generations, they began to slap them and eventually just touch them. As time passed, the reverence for these idols grew and their story turned into one of romance celebrated by Arabs. By the 15th century, Isaf and Nailah were among the major idols of Arab, and they worshipped and sacrificed for it. Zaid bin Harisa narrated that during the period of ignorance, the idolaters of Makkah would touch these idols while the tawaf of Kaaba. Once, while performing the tawaf with Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, he touched those idols, and the Prophet forbade him. When he repeated this act, the Prophet certainly reminded him. After that, Zaid never touched an idol again, swearing that Prophet Muhammad ﷺ never did either, even before his prophethood. When Prophet Muhammad ﷺ received his mission and Islam spread in Arabia, he entered Makkah and alongside Hazrat Ali radhiyallahu anha destroyed all idols in the Holy Kaaba, declaring the truth and eliminating the falsehood. The Holy Kaaba was cleansed by all of these idols, including those of Isaf and Nailah on the Safa and Marwa. People had initially placed these idols as a lesson, but Shaitan misled them into worshipping them. Similarly, in today's world, grave sins and crimes are sometimes glorified under the guise of freedom and liberalism. May Allah protect all of us from all evil and the deceit of Shaitan. See you next time. Till then, Allah Hafiz.